right. Hello, my wisdom listeners. How are we today? Yes. Yes. You know, yes, indeed. How's everyone going this weekend? I went out hiking yesterday and, I got lost. It turns out I was only 5 minutes 5 minutes away from my destination, and I'm very thankful, and I have so much gratitude for that, you know, man who ended up picking me up and taking me back to the car park. From the bottom of my heart, I give my gratitude, love, abundance, and my blessing to you, because I was exhausted, like 10K, 10 kilometers. And I think it hit about 33 degrees yesterday as well. So yesterday was Saturday for me while I'm recording this episode. You know. Yeah, and that's life. And sometimes we can't rely on technology all the time. I don't know, I probably just wasn't thinking straight. It was hot. Maybe I got a little off course. It happens. Hey, I'm human. I'm human too. Anyhow, the thing about Neil Young, I was reading in the Sydney Morning Herald this week. A lot of his songs are getting taken down apparently because he was supporting the anti-vax movement. And Kanye West is the same. He's saying he doesn't want to get vaccinated to tour. And how do you feel about that? Musicians getting, their songs taken down because they don't want to get vaccinated. That's really fucking strange, isn't it? That is just weird. Yeah. I'm very thankful for Wisdom too. I got my $25 gift card for Amazon. I purchased a little boxing ball or reflex ball at Amazon. Thank you to Wisdom for that, for these, letting me monetize my show as well with these amazing little gifts. I really thank you for that, because so far this is the only platform that's allowed me to monetize the Stephen Shields radio show, although I'm going through Anchor and I have set up monetization. I'm still awaiting sponsorship at the moment, although they might have certain requirements for a show, which is understandable, but it'll happen as the podcast grows. It will happen. Definitely. Good things will happen with this show. But it's Spotify's, for some reason, yet I am an investor in Spotify, but I don't know, I just don't appreciate them. I don't really appreciate any music streaming services because they want to get all politically correct and go all PC. Taking Neil Young's work down, Jesus Christ. He would be pissed. I'd be pissed off if that happened to me. Definitely be pissed. Put all that hard work and time in, and because you're standing up for what you believe in, and then it's just sad. So I want to know your thoughts on this Neil Young situation and Spotify as well while I am recording this show. Because Spotify I don't know, they've just become... They are a publicly traded streaming service for music on the stock exchange. You know, the problem is, publicly traded companies, well, they have to provide their ROIs, return on investments, their listeners, how many sponsors, premium members they've had. So that's how it is, guys, you know. You've got to think, well, what's the return on investment with this app? That's how I see it, you know. And a lot of what Spotify does is marketing tactics too, like, and this is what gives me the shits with them. They at one stage would do an annual subscription, so you could just pay it yearly, which is cheaper. And why not? Why not? So I don't know. I want to enjoy my life and, you know, live the best life that I can live. And that's what it is with Spotify. I don't get why music streaming services want to get all politically correct. Someone tell me that, please. Because that's just weird. They're going all PC principle. Like on South Park, PC principle. And they have PC babies that are all PC and they watch CNN. I can't fucking stand CNN. I hate it. The amount of shit they go on about. They were, the rumours they spread, even about Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan should have the right to sue CNN, and by all means. Because the amount of shit they talk, I fucking hate it. I hate it. They're lying bastards who just spread rumours. Why would you do that? Why would you want to go and write rumours about people, spread fake news, and put fear, doubt, and anxiety into people's lives? Like, come on, that's just silly. You know. That's just plain silly. And silly. You know. So it's come to my conclusion that I just think I'm not even bother paying for another streaming service again for music, because I don't know. For me, it's just I've had enough. You know, I studied music for like 4 years of my life, and it was like, but that's how things are going. You know, the problem is with Spotify, they can take anyone's work down if they want. They don't care. You put all your blood, sweat, and tears into your work. They don't give a shit. I don't know if it's in their policy. I know a lot of it, Apple Music doing the same. They're all doing the same thing. They're all doing the best marketing tactics. Oh, hi-fi audio, lossless audio. trouble is, when you get investors in your company, they want something in return. You know, there's no free lunch with investors, I'll tell you that. You know, when you're dealing with money, other people's money, oh, it's another game, mate. You know that. But, you know, this is what I love about wisdom. Is get on this amazing audio app. You know, get to share my ideas, share my views. Yeah, so Neil Young's work was taken down. Okay. Not good. Not good at all. Very well-known musician. It's like there was an episode on Joe Rogan of some professor who was sharing his concerns about the COVID vaccine, and that episode got taken down from YouTube. It seems to me like a huge tech company wants to rule the world. I mean, it's a shame because, you know, you put all that work in, and then for what? You feel like it's gone down the drain. I wonder why. So far for me, it's I love subscribing to meditation apps. You know, when you're working in technology, it's like the last thing you want to do is read technology or music. You know that. So I wonder how that makes makes you feel. In the audience listening. And what's your views on this situation with Neil Young at Spotify, well, work being taken down? Do you think it's a good thing, bad thing? Should it happen because someone stands up for what they believe in? You know, that's yeah. I don't know. I guess that's life, or it's yeah. How do you view this situation with Spotify? Do you think Spotify has just become greedy to people? you know. But look, I'll let you decide that. If you'd like to come on the stage and let me know where you are from, I'd love to get to know you and introduce yourself to me on the Stephen Shields radio show. And let me know where you're from. And how you view this problem with Spotify. And what problems do streaming services solve in the long run? I mean, it's not just Spotify. It's Netflix can take things down whenever they want. Hulu TV, Disney Plus can do the same. You know that. And do you think that streaming is good or a bad thing? Do you think the you know government should crack down on streaming services? And help musicians get a better royalty paycheck? And is Spotify destroying the music industry? You know, does streaming solve problems? For us? You know that? And what is the future for streaming services out there today? At one time, piracy was very it was with Napster, actually. See, Spotify get away with this in a legal way with the royalties. They have all these contracts in place, and They got all their legal team that does all this negotiation. See, I've asked Spotify to get on their official playlist, which I deserve. Of course I do. I deserve to be playlisted with my work. Exactly. Because why I deserve to be playlisted? Because I work hard. I put passion, time, and I'm original. And for me, being original is all you can do. Is be yourself. Yeah, so let me know where you're tuning in from. Or it's Sunday morning right now, and the weather for today. I'll give you a weather forecast: 22 degrees, precipitation 49%, humidity 89%, wind 3 kilometers an hour. For the US listeners who go by Fahrenheit, 71 Fahrenheit. Precipitation 49%, humidity 89%, wind 2 miles per hour. Yeah. Yeah, weather's a fascinating thing. You know, weather is a fascinating thing. And I'll read you today's mantra. 30th of January. Challenges bring out the best in me. Well, yesterday I had a challenge. I was hiking and I stayed calm. I kept cool. I was really, really thankful that I got home. Very thankful that I made it home safe. That's all I'm thankful for, is staying safe and I got home. You know. And I'm very thankful for the Stephen Shields radio show. I'm very thankful for my listeners who support my work. You know, I'm very thankful that I'm alive. It feels good to be alive. I'm very thankful for my YouTube channel, and I'm thankful for all my subscribers as well. And that's all I can do, is do my best. So I've started putting some videos on Rumble as well. I'm just trying out a new platform at the moment. I'll see how it goes. Rumble, I think it's like another sort of YouTube thing. It's kind of like YouTube started without an algorithm or something like that. I'll see how it goes. Keep you updated as well. And basically, yeah, Rumble is it's just a platform I'm trying out, and just trying to niche down at the moment. Definitely trying to niche down. Exactly. It's like finding your niche on Spotify or finding your niche on streaming services. Is good practice. So I'm always learning all the time. Uh, on how I can improve my work, my craft, perfecting my and you know since living my life with gratitude, man, I never used to have gratitude when I was younger. Never used to appreciate things. Um, you know, when you live your life with gratitude, things are just so much better. It's like things like I'm just thankful to be alive, you know. And that's all I want, is to be alive, you know. How does it feel to live your life in, gratitude and honesty, integrity, and loyalty? Is what I've had to learn to do. Just being honest with yourself. Like, are you happy? Or are you sad? Or are you depressed? You know, because living life in depression, doubt, anxiety, and fear is not fun. And you don't deserve to live like that at all. You deserve to be the best person that you can do. For years I was told that you can't do it because you got autism. You'll never make it. But when I want something, I'm going to get it. I will get it. You know that. I've always had a routine. And, I've always wanted to give everything 100%. Give everything 100%. You know. Yeah, so let me know where you're from, and what you think about Neil Young's songs being taken down by Spotify. And it's a controversial topic. Uh, this issue on Spotify. At the end of the day, it can affect us as content creators and musicians as well. It's like all my work's gone down the drain for nothing. But guess just have to move on. Find another streaming service that will you know help you grow your audience. I was always told to go where my audience is. Find your audience was the number one advice I was given, and it's true. Find your audience. You know that. I mean, I was doing my breath work this morning, and I was just getting myself, with my pranayama breathing, looking to get myself in that state of trance. You know, when you just start forgetting the world and all the shit that's going on. I mean, that's what happens. You know, and I'm also a realistic thinker, like, I'm always being realistic with my life. Definitely being realistic. I think if you live your life of realism, not setting these, you know, expectations that are just not going to be good. You find that you just have purpose. And life just becomes so much more easy. You don't put yourself under pressure or stress. That's how I see it. You know that. Yeah, so I want to know where you're tuning in from, and let me know your thoughts on Spotify as well. And where you see a future in all these music streaming services going on. Just having my morning coffee at the moment. Almost finished it. You know. But, yeah. You know, and life can kick you up the arse at times. It can tell you to pull your head in. You know. I guess life is a teaching tool at times. You know that. And I've always wondered, you know, what problems are we solving with ourselves? solution can we come up with to help us, find our purpose, our pride, our life in general. You know that? I guess life is a teaching tool all the time. We're only going to live once. And how we live our life once, we should live it to the best of our abilities. When you're spiritually rich, you can be material. You can have all the material possessions in the world and be financially rich, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then you can be very spiritually poor. And when you're spiritually poor, you could have. There's people who have alcohol problems, drug problems, and it happens because I could relate to that when I was growing up. As a young boy, we had all the toys in the world, but there was just no unconditional love. And teenage life, ended up living with my grandparents full time. You know that. And I feel that things are always changing in the world. Things are always changing. You know, whether it's technology or audio apps, social audio is always changing. But it's all about finding out who you are inside. How you want to live your life. I've learned so much in my adult life at 28 years old, and I just, I've always had to learn patience and have patience as well. Is one thing I've had to do. You ever heard of that saying, patience is a virtue? Slow and steady wins the race. I guess that is true. Slow and steady wins the race. But yeah, this was a great little episode today on wisdom. I'd like to thank all my listeners for stopping by. Before I close the room, if there's anyone who wants to jump on stage on the Stephen Shields radio show, you're most welcome to. If not, I'd like to wish you a good afternoon for all my US audience and a good evening, a good morning to my Australian audience. This podcast is available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you subscribe to your podcast. Leave a 5-star review on Apple if you can. Apple Podcast, that will help me grow as well. And I'm Stephen Shields. Bye for now.